Welcome, friends, to the Wandering Bard. Nice to see you all. How's every little thing? So,
It's good.
it's good, she says. We have a Lori curated set list tonight.
It's true.
So,
I was handed a paper and it was, here, pick from these songs. So that's what we did tonight.
all right. So we also took a trip to Maryland Renaissance Festival yesterday, and I would have to say we had a near perfect day. The weather was excellent. We had a little bit of spritzing, but mostly we just had a delightful overcast fall day. So really comfortable, really nice. I know we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit, but we have a little more music. I think I'm going to take a bit more tea though first. Stave off the chill on the old vocal cords. tea and honey. It's a beautiful thing, is it not? So, do you want to talk about one of your favorite things that we got to do and see at Maryland?
Sure. I mean, I think we both got to see, it's probably a similar feeling because we got to see friends perform, like Barely Balanced,
Yep.
who are absolutely amazing. We got to go see 2 of their shows.
Uh-huh.
And we got to see Langer's Ball, who are also really cool. And I just really love the energy that they bring to the music they're performing, the Irish music they're performing. And it's just like really interesting to hear their versions of a lot of like popular Irish songs that you hear on circuit, because it's like completely different. And it's like, oh, wow, this is a cool take. And I really like that they did Leaving of Liverpool.
Yeah.
In like a really like that punk fast way that, you would really like to hear it. So, but yeah, I mean, Jeremy and I got to do like lots of things this weekend, and we even got to see Joust because, as Jeremy said earlier, it was overcast, and the arena there at Maryland is in full sun, which I feel like a lot of the jousts are. But there, especially when it's dry and in full sun, it's not fun. So
because it's really dusty.
Because it's super dusty there.
And you're broiling.
So we got to see like the gaming joust, and it was really good. And it was great because it wasn't dusty, and, you could just sit there and enjoy it. We were in the front row. Yeah, it was really cool. There's just some things we got to do this time around that we didn't last time. And Maryland's really great. It's really colorful. It's got a great layout. It's got great food. Highly recommend it if you're in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Highly recommend it. It's sold out crowds, and it was crazy, but because it was that overcast type of day, and it was a Sunday, it just wasn't as bad as probably a Saturday would be there. So highly recommend like a Sunday. Get your tickets early. It's sold out for the rest of the season already, which is crazy.
So if you are going, have a blast.
Have a blast. So yeah, I mean, I could talk all day about Maryland anyway.
Yeah, it was great.
We had so much fun as patrons. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
It's good to see friends. Yeah. Right on.
What about you? Would you just agree with the things that I said, or did you have like something?
Yeah, I mean, I never saw any of the DeBracy Productions jousts.
The jousts, yeah.
And I was really struck by how fast-paced it was, which was really cool. And, I mean, Sir William, for being, like, the oldest guy on the field, I mean, he looked great. I mean, his movement was really nice and crisp. I mean, and I love to see that. I love to see what years of experience can bring in terms of, like, the economy of his motion and, like, just the quality of the skill that brings. And, yeah. I mean, I love to see that. I love to see the skill anyway in a gaming joust anywhere we go, but it was really cool to see like that level of finesse on display. So, and some really excellent horsemanship. So.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah. What do we got next? What did I pick? I forget my set list already.
Take these seats with you as Well, so I wrote that song a little over 2 years ago when Russia invaded Ukraine, and it still holds. So hopefully Ukraine will continue to have strength to resist. And hopefully those of us in the West will help them, as any good ally should.
So,
Well, I'm sorry we're going to miss all of you because we're planning on going to Tux on Saturday.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, sorry we missed you all, but we will be there October 5th. We're planning on going this Saturday to
Yeah.
Tuxedo. So, yeah, please share what you thought or what we need to know. I mean, a lot of people have already shared things that to us, but you guys were just there. So, if you're just tuning in, Matt and Oak and Raven were just at Tuxedo Ren Fair, and that's where Jeremy and I are planning on going this weekend. So, if anybody else has also been there,
yeah, we'll take any intel.
yeah,
I mean,
share all the intel. Give it all to us. Bring it all in because there's a lot to see there, and we have a lot of friends we're trying to check out. So
That's true.
Oh, so
we're
many
probably
shows.
gonna have a full day of
so
shows.
many shows. But if you guys had any food or something like that, that would be awesome to know about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And looking forward to so many things, but I want to talk maybe a little bit more about good things about Maryland. So getting a chance to see, getting to see friends, that's always great, especially because like some of us don't actually get to see each other in person real often. So, it's great to see Barely Balanced, especially because like we've seen them a good bit over the last few years, and I love how it's always months between seeing them perform. And I love how like there's always new stuff. Like there are jokes that are always in particular shows and they go with particular tricks because they're setups, but then there are other jokes that were written just for the area. And I love that attention of detail, like the research that they do so that like the jokes are obviously written for the region where they're currently at. And that I think means a lot. It's just beautiful to see the way that they connect with the audience around stuff like that. So, and also cool to see little improvements, right? Like, they work really hard during the week to keep up strength and flexibility, but also they're constantly trying to find ways to make something a little more funny or a little more entertaining or make a trick a little bit more difficult or make a trick more interesting, even if like people don't understand how like acrobatics work, right? Because something that I think is true of everything, there's stuff that looks hard but isn't, and like it's very impressive, and then there's other stuff that's devilishly difficult, but unless somebody knows what they're looking at, it doesn't actually read that it's hard. So it's cool to see them working on the show so it communicates like their dedication, the skill level, or just like it's just cool. So that's pretty great. So yeah. A fine French troubadour song.
Ooh. scandalous song.
Scandalous.
So scandalous, you'd have to dance with a chaperone.
At the time it was written.
At the time it was written. Hey, can you tell that I've seen your show before?
You?
Yeah.
You've seen my show before?
I remembered something. Guys. That's because I really like that song.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everybody knows because I say it every time. I really like that song, and it gets stuck. It's an earworm for me in the best way possible.
My wife has worms.
Don't worry, it's not the sandworm.
We wouldn't have enough room for that. We're not supposed to have a pet above 30 pounds, much less 30 tons.
Yeah,
so.
true.
Well, it'd sure make landscaping easier.
My course may be challenged by November gale. If fortune shall prove to be friend or be foe, you will always be with me wherever I go. So here's a health to the company and one to my less. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us
Don't worry, friends. It's not the end. You know how we like to throw that right in the middle.
No, she likes to throw that right in the middle.
Why not? I mean, it's just a sing-along song that we can just enjoy right in the middle of the set together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we can keep forging forward into the set tonight.
Forging ahead, do you remember what was next?
Is it Jabberwocky?
Wow. That's pretty good.
Did I remember?
You did.
Ooh, look at me go. I do really think about the sets when I put them together and how like the songs might kind of just fall in line with each other.
Uh-huh.
Tonight it was a really quick, and I do when I make this song sets when you're not here, I'll listen to them, before I'm like, let me move this around. Like that doesn't flow, but we don't get to do that when I just pick songs from a list and then, so it might flow,
We're going to find out.
From the brain of a house elf.
We're going to find
We're
out.
going to find out. I think it will, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this song. Well, I mean, I love this song mixed with these words.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's so clever.
I can't take credit. So what we're looking at is the melody for None Such, which is a Renaissance-era country dance tune, plus, the Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. And the person who suggested it was Mark Williams, who I hope I get to see soon. He claims he's going to be stopping by to pick up the second-hand accordion that he left here the last time he came to visit. So I'm excited about that because it's always great to see Mark and catch up and hopefully get a chance to play a little bit of music together. But also, I'm excited for him to repair the accordion because it's not really in any way appropriate for a Ren Fair, but it does sound really cool, especially with some of the songs that Mark and I like to play together. So I'm excited to see what we cook up with. What we cook up for the accordion and guitar. So anyway. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toes did gyre gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the boracos, and the mome raths out grey. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jub bird and shot, the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he saw. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in a fish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, Calucale, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the boracos, and the mome raths out grey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't come out too much at Fair this year, but when it did, I was very happy for it.
Yeah, we only played it on stage a little bit.
Oh,
Mostly this
yeah.
showed up in the lanes.
Yeah,
So
that's okay.
some songs are a lot more fun to play with certain people, and playing this with Mark is always great because he does
He's the
his
creator
level
of it.
best
Yeah.
to like surprise me so that I laugh.
Yeah, and he, it's his idea, so like it's born out of that, and then it just,
Yeah.
the random absurdity of Mark playing like funny stuff and singing in a different tone, and anyway, it just adds to the character of the whole idea of it.
Yeah, and adding some texture with very
yeah.
fun background vocals.
For sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Ah. I guess more music is maybe wanted.
That's always true. Delightful songs for delightful people.
There we are. Delightful songs for delightful people. I think we found our episode title. That only took 3/4 of the show.
Oops.
Oh well.
I always default to music and chat.
I mean,
It's
not
that's what it
wrong.
is, like we're just hanging out.
Yeah. The title is pretty much as advertised.
As advertised
As
here.
advertised.
The voice behind the curtain here.
Mm-hmm.
When Daphne from fair Phoebus did fly, the west wind most sweetly did blow in her face. Her silken scarf scarce sheltered her eyes. The god cried, "Oh pity," and held her in chase. "Stay, nymph, stay," cried Apollo. "Tarry unto me, sweet nymph, stay." Lion or tiger, Daphne follow. Turn thy fair eyes and look this way. Turn to me, pretty sweet, and let our red lips meet. Pity, oh Daphne, pity, pity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity me. She gave no ear unto his cries, but still did neglect him the more he did moan. Though he did entreat, she still did deny, and earnestly prayed him to leave her alone. "Never, never," cried Apollo, "unless to love me thou wilt consent. And still with my voice so hollow, I'll cry to thee while life be spent. But prove if thou turn to me force and felicity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity, pity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity me." And though she fled, he'd not be denied. Apollo pursued her to desperate end. She raised a pleading, exhausted cry, "Father, deliver me from Phoebus' hand. Help me keep my oath to Diana, unsullied by the god or man. Take me away from grasping suitor, whom I'll not favor with my consent. Apparently stranger to laurel tree. Pity for Daphne, pity, pity. Pity for Daphne, laurel tree. Pity for Daphne, pity, pity. Pity for Daphne, laurel tree.
Friends, did you know that Jeremy wrote that third verse to make Daphne better?
Well, it doesn't
To
make
conclude-
Daphne better.
well, it just con-
Daphne was fine the way she was.
Well, true.
It was Apollo that needed the attitude adjustment. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice
You
if
know what I mean.
mythology gave us more than, like, Daphne's father saving her by transforming her into a laurel tree. But,
Yeah.
I think the lesson here is sometimes there's just only so much that any of us can do to help. And even if that isn't maybe the best option. Also, gods are jerks a lot of the time in most mythologies.
I think that's why it's cool, like in a modern now, like there's a lot of authors who've rewritten or revisited like
Yeah.
some of that,
Mm-hmm.
some of those stories in a retelling. I know that we've read a couple of those books. I'm sure other people have. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
Circe
others.
comes rather readily to mind.
Yeah. The Witch's Heart.
The Witch's Heart. Ooh,
The Witch's
so
Heart
good.
is really good. I'm sure you all have suggestions of like those retelling of mythology stories, which are in a modern way better than those old stories. But I mean, hey,
Yeah.
those old stories had to take place to get to these stories, so or
Yeah.
something like that.
The Iron Druid series by Kevin Hearn is really good, and a lot of pantheons appear in that. So, fun books, nice light reading, only a 10-book series.
Only friends, only a 10-book series. The Witch's Heart is one and done. Circe is one and done, so there is that too. That little nibble of a bit.
But I will say that Iron Druid is quite delightful, and I feel like could potentially be a really cool like streaming service series, just because the action is so fast paced, and if they could find a way to condense a few things and put like 2 books in a season, I think that could be pretty cool. Because really, it's one 10-book series, so 5 seasons. I would be into 5 seasons of Iron Druid, if only so we can all hang out with Oberon a little bit. So anyway. If you know it, sing along.
We be soldiers 3. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lady, come forth the low country with never a penny of money. Here, good fellow, I'll drink to thee. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. To all good fellows wherever they be, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers 3. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country with never a penny of money. Here, good fellow, I'll sing you a song. Sing for the brave and sing for the strong. To all those living and those who have gone with never a penny of money. We be soldiers 3. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country with never a penny of money. And he who will not pledge me this, pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, pays for the shot, whatever it is, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers 3. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. Lately come forth of the low country with never a penny of money. Charge it again, boys, charge it again. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie. As long as there is any ink in thy pen, with never a penny of money. We be soldiers 3. Pardonnez-moi, je vous en prie, lately come forth of the low country, with never a penny of money.
Yeah, nice little sing along there.
Yeah.
Because we all know the words.
I mean, most of us
I
do.
think almost all of us do, at least some part of that song.
If you're new,
So
you
thank
probably
you.
caught on by the end.
Yeah. If
But,
not, you could sit and move with us.
That's right. Yeah. Well, friends, there comes a part of every show where I have both good news and bad news to impart, and I believe we have reached it. So, first the bad news, because I can tell how desperately anxious you all are, even through the ether. We only have time for one more song. I know.
Oh, man.
I know. I can feel your disappointment radiating
Yeah, you could.
through the waves.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But friends, the good news is
What is
we
it?
have time for one more song.
What?
I know.
Woo! Yeah.
And because Judith needs to wake up and all the rest of you have no business going to bed this early, I will wake you up with a medieval lullaby.
Dance party.
Ai vi sono nada alegre, ai vi sono nada danzar, ai vi sono nada alegre, ai vi sono nada danzar. Tutte tre sessioni non vela, ai vi sono nada alegre, tutte tre sessioni non vela, passano un po' sotto via.
Friends, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. As always, it was lovely to see so many of you in chat, and I'm so looking forward to seeing you all next Monday right here at the Wandering Bard at 8 p.m. Love you all. Good night.